Hello, gorgeous goddess, and welcome to this week's Twin Flame Tuesday. For a moment, I almost said Super Sign Sunday because my Sunday was quite an experience, and it also produced vlog number 2 for my journey to India. That's coming. It'll be published probably Wednesday. You'll definitely want to watch vlog number 1 because it is connected. It was such an incredible day yesterday, and I'm recording this Monday morning. That's where I've been more and more led lately, is to record Twin Flame Tuesday the Monday morning prior. For those new to my channel, I welcome you. My name is Rachelle Richard, and here at Empowerment Experiences, we look for and find our power all along that which is our self-love empowerment journey, and each individually. And I was already a self-love empowerment coach when I discovered myself to also be on a twin flame journey. And that's where healing twin flames with empowerment experiences comes from, is my own, just as empowerment experiences came from my own self-love empowerment journey. Because Goddess, it is up to each and every one of us to look back over our lives as either a collection of victimization experiences, awful experiences, whatever, anything negative, just negative, disempowering experiences, or we can actually view all of them as a collection of empowerment experiences, because no matter what has happened, we can look for and find our power. We can see something that it has taught us, something in it that then in turn has helped us to grow stronger and wiser along our journey. And I just realized I didn't start my ticker yet, my timer, because there is a file size limit for my videos on my devices. So noted how to do that for a momentito. But that's the thing, Goddess, is we each get to choose the meaning we give to things. And we awaken to the realization that we have this power, but that means we also are then awakening to this entire muscle group that hasn't really been used. The power of intentional manifestation, the power of intentional focusing, the powers of harnessing that energy, your energetic state of being within you, being intentional, period, being conscious. And that, we gotta work those muscles. And so the more you are able to recognize that your journey is a collection of empowerment experiences, even some of the worst things that I have gone through, Goddess, again, raped, gang raped, pimped out, drug addicted prostitute here. That was my 20s. It was a whole lifetime, like lifetimes ago. It feels like there's been so much since then. But everything taught me something. Everything helped make me stronger in some way. Therefore, everything in my journey is an empowerment experience, and make up a collection of empowerment experiences. So there you go, dear Goddess. That is the summary, so to speak, of this channel, and therefore, that said, we talk about all things self, from ascension to shadow work to empaths and narcissists or energy vampires as a whole. Did I mention twin flames? Did we mention that one? Yeah, that's a doozy. That's a big one. But obviously all that is the journey of self-love empowerment, and we are many-layered and multifaceted beings. That is why it is such a gift to be able to ask for clarity and receive clarity. And that is exactly what we do during these videos particularly is we open ourselves up to receive. We practice receptive mode. We work the muscle of receiving. Because, right, we've been pretty darn good at resisting most of our lives, haven't we, Goddess? Well, that is the thing, is when we're filled with resistance, we are definitely pushing away our counterpart. And there are times when, again, that is necessary, such as you've heard me say, where right now, he's coming energy vampire, he's coming toxic, and where I am, you've got to still protect your vision. You've got to honor your energetic space, your boundaries, respect your boundaries, or how else is he gonna do it? And if he's coming at you wonky, or more like twisted, then you've got to be the one to change and break that cycle. And that means then you don't get to come at me at all. And I'm gonna focus on me, and I'm gonna keep raising my vibration of feeling amazing. I mean, again, it is, I'm telling you, sister, when you allow yourself. And so therefore, that is when you receive these messages, these videos here that I am led to create for you, to share with you, that is you actually practicing receptive mode. And even more so, this is why I changed how I record the videos. Yes, you can look and see the cards. You're also able to see a photo of the spread, the cards, on my Instagram every time. But you can set the phone down, set your device down, your tablet, whatever you're using to listen to me on, and just sip a cup of tea, a cup of coffee, and just listen. Just listen. And receive. Allow yourself to receive whatever message, whatever tidbits of empowerment you are being called to receive during this video here. That said, I know where I am in my journey, and I'm so fucking excited. So I am very excited to hear what we have for Twin Flame Tuesday, because it's very much, again, been just saying no, and being able to know that when I see those signs, and I know so many of you reach out to me about this. Oh my gosh, so I tell him no, and I'm gonna focus on me, but then all of a sudden I get hit with all of these signs everywhere. Oh my gosh, and it's just fucking with me, and it's taunting me, and I was there. But that's exactly what it is pivoting, shifting the perspective, changing the meaning that you're giving to those signs showing up everywhere. And instead of going, oh, they're taunting me, no. That is the universe. That is your DM's higher self cheering you on that, yes, this is the path. Yes, this is the path. Alignment. Yes, signs, synchronicity. Boom, boom, boom. Keep going. That's your cheering squad. But what do? Oh my God, it's messing with me. I don't know what to do. I'm going the wrong way. No. So there you go, Goddess. There is a perspective shift right there. When you are feeling good, taking your power back, and then all of a sudden, bam, signs and synchronicities that point directly to your counterpart, that is how he communicates with you. That is how his higher self communicates with you. So instead of seeing it as a negative, shift it to the positive that, oh my God, he's cheering me on. This is the way I gotta go because Mr. is stuck over there. And I'm the leader of the pack. Oh my gosh. Vroom, 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 vroom. I got that song in my head right now. Holy moly. All right. I don't even know. I'm not even sure why. I'm hearing that song, but leader of the pack. You know, you are the leader in this connection, Goddess. You're the one that's got to get your engine started and revved up and going. And that's what you're doing when you're creating this vision and you're intentionally creating your life. And I just caught 717 on the ticker, even though we know it's like a minute or something behind our time that we're supposed to be. So we got 717, which is the Twin Flame Union number. You know, this is that coming into union with yourself, because that is the foundation of union with your twin, is coming home to union within yourself. And that is reconnecting with your power, reconnecting with your passion, reconnecting with your purpose, reconnecting connecting with you. You, the fullest fucking expression of you. I'm really intrigued to know what I'm gonna have to look up the lyrics to this song for us in a momentito, but I'm just goddess. And it flipped for us upside down, right? You saw that because when you are not stepping into your power, when you're not allowing yourself to feel good, to receive amazing experiences, like I said, like I did yesterday, like even this morning, we get to choose. This is why in Empowered with Rachelle, in my group, there's so much in it. And that's been my challenge of marketing it to you, of sharing it with you, because there's so much to it. It will create a complete and absolute makeover for you in your life, from feeling powerless and frustrated with any area of your life, not just your twin flame connection. Because remember, self-love empowerment coach first, before I got onto this twin flame aspect of things, right? So I was already a leader in that regard of in what I'm called to do for my purpose in this world, my mission, what kind of turned out to be my twin flame mission, right? In so many ways, with leading twin flame goddesses out of this twin flame trap of sabotage and focusing on him, right? But you are the leader, and you want him to shift into feeling good and feeling empowered and seeing you truly in his 3D self. It is through his 3D perspective, seeing you as the goddess that you are, the twin flame goddess that you are to him. Then you've got to step into that. You've got to lead in this connection. You've got to feel empowered. You've got to be empowered. Oh, right now I'm just with the crazy, wonderful, fucking awesome signs and synchronicities in the way of the universe. Like right now, I have a higher self perspective in my mind of my higher self. And these are the moments when she's cracking up. She's cracking up. She's like, "Yep, we love this shit. We fucking love this shit. This is it. This the Jasmine thing. That vlog number 1 with all of those signs in one day. Even my twin flame's name, which is an Indian name, RV on a license plate. Like, it was just so mind blowing. But I have the choice, and you do too, to look at those signs as, oh my God, I'm being taunted. Oh my God, it's because I'm forgetting about. You're not, goddess. I'm going to say this as succinctly as possible. There is no way in God's green earth that you could ever, ever, ever forget your twin flame. So when the ego wants to go, oh my God, I'm gonna forget it. If I focus on me and I let myself have fun and be in the moment and be present, the ego abhors being present, okay? The ego is like, I gotta be in my head, I gotta think, I'm a Pooh Bear, think. No. It is about leaning into the unknown of all that you are uncovering and discovering and revealing and sharing and exploring and illuminating into the world. A leader, right? Showing others how to step into their power too, by you stepping into yours. We lead by example, right? The ego, again, wants to control from a disconnected space, an inauthentic space. This is about authenticity. This is about you being in your power. And when you are in your power and you expand and you show up as this goddess that you are, the world responds. That yesterday, and then meeting Faith, which I need to make sure that on my Healing Twin Flames IG account, I will create a highlight, a story highlight, to share some of these crazy things for my journey back to India. All right, I've got to do that because that will include, yes. So yesterday especially, because Jasmine, it just, and Faith at the shop where I ended up because I took a wrong turn going to the coffee shop, and I ended up being called to go into this. Be sure you're subscribed so you'll get notified of the vlog number 2 video coming out Wednesday, okay? I intend to at least have it set for premiere by hopefully this evening. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I digress, goddess. That's just it. Is when you, no digressing, because here's the thing, when you are in your energy, because I showed up as my goddess self yesterday, that attracted other goddesses into my experience, such that a precious young woman who was just taken by my sari that I was wearing yesterday, because that's my Indian goddess wear, that's what I call it. She even asked for me to spin. Like, can you spin? And like I said, that's in this video. I don't want to share the same story. It's just the fact that in short, I inspired her to purchase her goddess dress that she actually found at that shop while I was there, because of what I said to her, because of how I showed up. I was leading by example, right? And this is the case in any aspect of your life, especially for you, to be the change in your life first. This is why we go through the inner child healing, right? Yesterday that's what I pointed out, was that you've got to allow that little girl to express herself, that little princess, excuse me, because what's going to happen is the goddess, see, I got, ooh, that expressing, I got the burp there, right? Expressing yourself. That is the very thing that, yesterday, and just so much, it's just so incredible. And goddess, I just desire for you to feel this, to know this on your journey, because this is what it's supposed to be like. It's supposed to be amazing. The more we heal, the better we feel. And look, the more we heal, the more abundance can expand, because we're releasing all these things that are taking up space. We're letting go of the stories of ourselves that are focused on lack, that are in the tune of lack, meaning the unworthiness, all of those things, not good enough, not confident, not sexy enough, whatever nonsense story. All of those beliefs are tuned to lack of worth, lack of beauty, right? And so that is the very thing that is going to block abundance from flowing in. However, when you show up as the truly abundant goddess that you are open to the world and the experiences around you, the divinity, knowing that you are safe, that you are supported, you are protected, you are loved, and that the universe, I always hear Abraham, the winds of source are at your back. You are here to create amazing. You're not here to continue to recreate shitty and misery and lack. It is here to break out of that, to again be that leader for yourself, to step out of that comfort zone, because you've got to be the one to do it. And that's the very thing that creates all of those major shifts, is you stepping into the truth of you. Because you are a natural born leader. It is what you are. It is what you are. And you are abundant as well. So right here we have, like, this is the truth of you right here. Being a leader, being abundant. And that you've got to be the one to allow yourself to see that. Oh, like I gotta breathe for a moment. There was a moment there where it was just all getting so exciting. Why don't we take a pause, goddess, and just close your eyes, and let's inhale. Hold for a moment. And then exhale slow and in control. I get a little excited. If you've been following me for a while, you know that. I like to experience human emotions, right? Especially the good ones. Excited, yes. Oh my gosh. Look, like I said, this is your truth, right? This is the true self. Natural born leader, naturally abundant, naturally in flow, right? But we have all these beliefs and all this bullshit that create the blocks, that clog our pipes, that keep us from being in flow, right? But it's time that you are unclogging those pipes. You are, again, letting go of the beliefs, the thoughts, any of the attention seeking things over here that are negative, that are pulling you out of this natural state of being. Because that's when your bat signal becomes the strongest. That's when your light becomes the brightest, is when you are truly in your power, in your truth of you. And that, again, is the very thing that's going to call for the divinity out of your masculine to rise as well, for him to be able to really pull himself out of that abyss of these toxic cycles that have you going, buddy, no. The only time I'm all like 6 feet protocol, okay? Whew. Imagination, wow. So, it is time to be allowing yourself to continue to imagine and envision and embody the vision that you desire. How does it feel, goddess? What does it feel to be that goddess? I know right now in the collective that I'm speaking to, in the Twin Flame Collective, it can be challenging to create a vision that is yours, that isn't attached to your counterpart. I know. Where to begin? With you. With you. You don't need to begin on the external. Begin with you. Who is this goddess? Because that's where it does begin. Goddess, it has to begin with you. True change begins when you choose to truly change. And in order for your outside world to change, you must change your inside world. So who are you? Who is this true goddess here? This natural born leader, this naturally abundant being, always in flow. How does she show up? How does she carry herself? How does she speak? How does she treat people? Especially the ones who aren't so nice. So start there. Because I know we've been being called to be creating this with this rebirth and this new earth happening, being called to create. Well, it comes from that truth of you. And if you're not sure who you are, you don't have clarity on who you are, that's where you've got to start. That's the only place for you to start. Get off the subject of him, right? Because there is undoubtedly a shit ton of subconscious blocks. If you guys are not in communication, you're in separation right now, you're overcoming what I like to say, overcoming the illusion of separation right now, then there's going to be plenty of landmines going that way. Don't take that path, okay? There's a sign, right, with the skull bones on there going danger. Don't go that way, okay? Right? That's why you go. And that's why support is necessary. Someone like myself to be able to assist you in navigating this path that you're on, and being able to say, oh no, that's a wrong turn. And I don't want to say wrong turn, because there's no such thing as wrong. You're still going to always learn something. So there's no such thing as a wrong turn, because as long as you are learning something, which is how you look for and find your power, that's how it becomes an empowerment experience, is because all the time, I was like, where's my ticker on there? Is because you are looking for where your power is, right? So it is, and it's because I got sidetracked with the time. I completely, I did that to myself. I wanted to make sure that wasn't getting cut off, and I cut myself off of it. Oh yes, there's no such thing as a wrong turn. Because no matter what, you learn something. No matter whatever happens, Goddess, you learn something. So how is it wrong when you've grown stronger and wiser and better because of that experience, right? But this is why, again, someone like myself is so important to have on your team, is because to provide that perspective shift, right? And then to help keep you on track of that new perspective shift, because it's going to take a moment for it to solidify, to cement to your regular viewing pleasure, shall we say, right? And don't be afraid to ask for that help. That's the thing, is remember that receiving, allowing yourself to receive. And so many of us, I've been the same, and I've worked with coaches now for a few years. But in the beginning, especially, it's challenging to look and say, oh my gosh, I'm spending that on me. I'm spending money on me, period. You're not worth it. You're not worth when you see something and you know that, ooh, that will support me in cultivating the confidence and the trust and the faith and the love within me to create my amazing life. Is that not worth it? Is that not worth investing in yourself like that? I had to ask myself that too, right? We all do. Let me check the little time again, especially since time is, I remember, 3 minutes difference on there. Oh, yeah. So, well, there you go. Who or what is triggering you in terms of, shifting into this leader, this authentic self of you. It's needing to look at the things that are blocking you from doing that. What are you afraid of? What are your fears? What things are upsetting you? What limitations are you perceiving right now? Are you allowing to keep you from being the fullest, most authentic expression of yourself? Oh, these are just like grounding, getting grounded. That's definitely so important right now as we are continuing through this journey of ascension, continuing through this great awakening. There's so much major, like the greatest magnitude of shifting is happening on this planet than has happened since probably Lemuria, Atlantis times. We are in some pretty intense times. And so grounding is vital. Grounding is like up there at the top of the self-love list. How can I be empowering myself, right? Yeah. All right. And, I knew there was one more, which is just to remind you, you have been training for this for lifetimes, which is the whole key of connecting with your authenticity, your true self, your original state of being. And I've been hearing a bit in the community that this new earth is actually like a reset, in the sense of humanity being all the the landfill of lies and manipulation and corruption of that which humanity really isn't, but we were told that we are, but we're really not. So all of this is being removed, and we're returning back to our original states, wherein we have like a clean slate. We have the ability to say, oh my God, I have these abilities. I can create intentionally. I have telekinesis. We have telepathy. We have all of these things which have been programmed out of us to a certain extent. They've been programmed out of us in the sense that we've been brainwashed to believe limiting beliefs that actually separate us from these gifts. We've not been taught how to tune into and hone our intuition. We've not been taught how to utilize telepathy or telekinesis or even intentional manifestation. I mean, we've not even been taught how to take responsibility for our own emotions. This is why it feels like so much at times. Like there's so much to be done, not just in your journey. Even if you've never had this moment where you felt like there's so much to be done in this world for this new earth, it's because there is. It may just feel like it is in your own experience, but that's definitely a collective energy. But that's why the importance of grounding yourself, the importance of practicing that presence, you know, allowing yourself to receive enjoyment, receive pleasure, to have good time while you're here. Now, being that my counterpart is, you know, 3D blocked, I mean, it's not like I've mentioned, it's not completely impossible for it. It's not like he can't reach me in other ways. It's just the primary easy channels. That's where I am. I'm very intrigued to hear what the Divine Masculine energy has for us today, being that I feel pretty fucking awesome in this space of like, no, dude, you don't get to come at me this way. Stay away if this is what you're gonna do. It's a privilege, not a right, for you to be a part of my life. Because it is, Goddess. It is a privilege, not a right, for somebody, anybody, to be a part of your life. And the greatest mirror is your divine counterpart. And if you're letting him come at you twisted, then how are you twisting you up? All negative and shit. Yeah, don't. Right? It's like, nope, time to get your shit on lock, sister. So let's just see what we have. Have a little breath, because yeah, it's been a pretty wild adventure. This whole human, wow. Well, there we go. Here I am, manifesting a little bit of stillness in the moment, and the Divine Masculine is definitely spending a little more time in this space, reflecting more on you, reflecting more, especially his self, his own self, and how he's been, how he's acted. Just like you being asked to look at who is your true goddess self, he's being called to look at who his true self is, to see all the parts of him that really are not him. And we can only do this in these times of stillness. When we come into the present moment, can we actually see the truth and go, wow, that's not really me. This is me. Oh, well, hello, card. Ooh, still transcending. This was in Super Sign Sunday. He is transcending these toxic cycles. He's not having much of a choice, right? Just like we have ourselves been forced to look at things that maybe we didn't really want to look at, but we've had to. We've had to face them and release them and shift them and change them and, yes, transcend them. because that's where our happiness comes from, is from within ourselves. It's buried beneath all of this inauthenticity, because we're not who we truly are. And so that creates that separation. And he's learning this just like you have been, that only I can create this happiness within myself, for myself. I cannot rely on anything outside of myself. And this is what's going to contribute to breaking these toxic cycles he may have been appearing to be stuck in. Just as it's not taking you overnight, Goddess, it's not going to take him overnight either. This is a progression, an evolution. We are, after all, evolutionary beings. So yeah, in this stillness, we transcend the pain and reveal that happiness. And definitely divine masculine in that space doing that. Let's see, any last words from the divine masculine fort? Wow, that just flipped in a crazy way. And what I'm really feeling is, with this chaos card, is you are the catalyst, and he is realizing this too, because we've had this chaos card come out more than once in the past couple months about we ourselves going through this chaos, both counterparts, right? This is where we're starting to really recognize that, wait a minute, I play a role in the magnitude of the chaos. In particular, allowing any chaos happening outside of me to create chaos inside of me, because that is me giving my power away. And the divine masculine is very much recognizing this, because this is definitely one of the reasons that separation has occurred, was the chaos of everybody else outside of him that are against this connection, putting shit in his head, creating chaos within him, and him allowing it, giving his power away. We all have done this, right? We all have done this. So this is being revealed right now in this space of stillness, right? He is transcending this chaos, just as you have been. You've been getting greater and greater clarity in your journey, right? You've been allowing yourself to release the things that are not you, and the very root of that being any beliefs, any perspectives that you hold that are contradictory to feeling empowered, to feeling like a goddess, to creating the fucking amazing life that you deserve. You're really starting to see, and that in turn is giving him clarity too. But this is why, again, right now, Goddess, don't reach out to him. You're being called to let it be. Let it be. Okay? Focus on you. You keep doing the work on you, because, sweetheart, again, I reiterate, this doesn't happen overnight. This does not happen overnight. And you would be disappointed reconnecting at this moment, in the sense of you still have things to heal, and he's still in the middle of healing. So it would be chaos for the two of you right now. So recognize that. Is that what you want? No. No. So that's what it is to take responsibility for the situation and for yourself, and be able to say, I recognize that it's not the best time for us to be in communication, because I don't want chaos with you. I want calm, I want peace, I want love. And so I love you and I love me, both of us, more than enough to say, please stay away. All right. That said, dear Goddess, we had angel number 717, and I am definitely being called to see if perhaps anything else here for, oh my goodness. 454 is the angel number for my beloved Naya Monet. She was one of my 4 of my beloved brat pack of feline leukemia virus positive kitties that I got to foster, and they became mine. They were my foster fails. And each of the 4 of them had their own transition dates and times, and they all 4 had very, very unique personalities and therefore very unique messages that their numbers bring. And they were so in alignment with the consensus of what these angel numbers represent. And so angel number 454 is coming into the present moment, right? We've already talked about how in this present moment is where you connect with your power. In this stillness, right? Be here now. You are safe. You are supported in your choices. Oh my goodness, all the things that I've pretty much said in this. A clarified plan is essential for an optimal outcome. That's what I've been talking about. The clarity, getting greater and greater clarity. You are leading this. So even if you're just working on each day, spending 5 to 10 minutes, getting a little bit clearer on who you are, what you're about, making notes of the things that come to mind throughout the day and go, oh yeah, I would be that. So like if this experience happened, I would be that way in that experience. Because then what often happens is you attract that experience to you. I mean, talking about leader, and then the card leadership is the very first card that comes out today. You can't make this shit up. So a block or limiting belief is holding you back from full self-expression. So wow, again, this message for the Divine Feminines today is about that full expression of your authentic self. You're naturally a leader, you're naturally abundant, you're naturally in flow, you're naturally imaginative because you are a creator and you are naturally supported. Be that through the energetic realm, be that through the universe working through me to support you, through other goddesses in your experience, through any other ways that the universe supports you. Okay? So that's I love when all of this it's just always so in alignment. So trust yourself. You already know. To strong union for twin flames. Follow your intuition and angel guidance for moving forward. Be aware of the words you speak and how you are being. You create your reality. So boom, that's definitely one of the messages of 717 today, is being in that awareness of who are you? Who are you showing up as? What are you thinking? What are you speaking? What are you believing about your experience, about yourself, about your connection, about anything? Because more and more and more, this rapid manifestation shit is, it's exciting. Right. So that said, dear beloved goddess, thank you so much for hanging out with me today and receiving this message with me. I appreciate you so much. I adore you. I would love to hear anything you have, any aha moments, anything that came to you, anything you'd like to share in the comments below, even just dropping your own little emoji signature down below. It definitely supports my channel and I appreciate you. That's kind of, a little bit of energetic exchange for receiving this message, is to just drop. And plus I will reply back. I do reply to comments, although YouTube was weird for a moment. It was trying to block certain comments, and it actually, I believe, blocked one of Goddess Ashley's comments, and she does her emoji signature. So, it was so weird. It was so weird. So I was able to find a little setting. I'm pretty sure I fixed it now because I want all comments. I want to see I'm the boss of my channel. I get to choose. I choose. That said, dear goddess, there we go. I appreciate you. Stay tuned for Thankful to Thrive Thursday. We'll see what that brings us. And like I said, I am here for you. I'm here to support you in any way and every way. When you are really ready to reclaim your power and say, you know what, if she can go from being a pimped out, drug addicted prostitute and then finding out she's also a twin flame and she got all this figured out and she's excited about life, holy shit, I want that. I want that. Come be empowered with Rachelle. It's my group. That's my all access pass, group coaching, moon rituals, goddess parties, and then, like I've said, access to all my video courses, which we then also can talk about in the EWR All Access Pass coaching aspect. There's a private Telegram group that's different from the Rise and Thrive group. This one would be private, and we can talk about all of the video courses and everything in that group as well. So you are 1000% supported on your journey to becoming empowered with Rachelle. And that means to share with you all of the things that I have utilized, continue to utilize, and come to utilize along my journey that has gotten me from what was, what is, and what is becoming. That said, dear Goddess, I am here to remind you that the power to create amazing in your life is in your hands, because it has always been inside you. Namaste.